Okay, this video is going to be a little bit different today. It's just going to be me speaking, and then I will send you the PowerPoint for you to look at. So today's topic is the do's and don'ts of a calorie deficit. And I think this is a big one that women especially need to hear because it can get really confusing. You may have experienced it yourself where you're dieting and you're in a calorie deficit, you're seeing results, and then boom, all of a sudden you're not. You plateau, you can't figure out, why, oh, I'm doing the same things that I was doing and it was working. Why is it not working? And it is because if you get in too low of a calorie deficit, you will slow down your metabolism and it will hurt your body. You will stop seeing results because you are not burning the amount of energy that you once were. And that happens to a lot of people. If they are trying to do this on their own and they don't have a coach, they get on Google and, hey, how do I lose weight? Okay, well, the most basic thing they're going to tell you is eat 500 calories less. And that can be detrimental because some women, some people in general, are already eating a lower number than what they actually should be. So they've already slowed down their metabolism. Then they're going off the internet, taking it 500. And then, they're seeing results really quickly. But then they're stuck. And then they just, they can't figure out why. So this is to kind of go into more detail about that. You do not have to be in that low of a calorie deficit. If you've ever dieted before and found that you didn't have any energy and you just felt like just irritated and hungry all the time, then you did not do a calorie deficit correctly. You should not feel that crappy. And if you do, that's a clear sign that you need to be eating more and you need to listen to your body. So we'll go into this a little bit into more detail. So what is a calorie deficit? A calorie deficit is when you burn more energy than you consume. So that's by eating, that's by drinking. Going super low is just not sustainable. You may be 2 weeks in and it's new and it's exciting and you're like, oh yeah, I can do this. And then by the 4th, 5th week, you are drained. You don't really, you're so hungry, you don't have the desire to keep going, so then you stop. It's super important that you find something that is sustainable and that you can keep going and it is realistic for you to stick with. And eating 1,000 calories a day is not realistic for anybody. Your kids don't need to eat that little. Why would you need to eat that little? So the metabolism is obviously super important with this and plays a huge role. So your metabolism is, food and water or food and drinks in general mixed with oxygen, and that makes up the energy that your body needs. So even at rest, we are burning energy. Just by sitting here, just by breathing, when we sleep, we are burning energy. And the more muscle you build, you will burn more energy. So it's amazing because you will, with time, it's not going to happen right away, but a few months into working out and gaining muscle, you will notice that you're able to eat more than you were and you're not gaining weight. Why is that? Your metabolism has sped up. You are burning more energy because you have that muscle mass. You're eating more protein, which has that thermogenic effect. So you're burning more calories. You got all your ducks in a row. And you can eat more than you've ever been able to eat, which is amazing. It's the coolest thing about lifting weights. So what does keep your metabolism strong? There's a couple things that everyone needs to be mindful of. And sleep is huge. And I know, you're thinking, well, I can't help it. I have kids, or I'm super busy, or I work really early in the morning. But you have to find time to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, whether that means you're going to bed at 8:30 at night, whether that means that, you change around your evening plans. But that is so important because you not getting sleep puts your body under a really big amount of stress. And what happens when our body is stressed? We retain a lot of water. And not only that, but your metabolism will also slow down. So you will be amazed if you're someone that you consistently get very little sleep. when you start making that a priority, how much, not only obviously how much better you feel, but how the changes that you will see in your body, it can't stress it enough. Really try to make it a habit to get more sleep. If you're a night owl, try your best. So, and then obviously prioritizing protein, which we have talked about so much. That is another thing to keep your metabolism going nice and strong. And making sure you're getting in an adequate number of calories. So our bodies are super great at adapting. So your body is like trying, we take it back to the caveman days. Like our bodies are trying to give us signals to let us know how to survive. It's funny to think about it now because a lot of us we're not daily faced with a lot of challenging situations where our life is truly in danger, but really that's what our bodies are signaled to do. So if you are eating a low number of calories, you are essentially telling your body, hey, this is all the food I have available, and your body's going to say, got it, well, I'm going to take this information and give it to your brain. So your brain remembers, like, this is all you have available to eat, and we need to slow your metabolism down so you can survive. And so over time, if you continue to eat that low, you're constantly telling your body, this is what I need, this low number of calories, and it says, got you, boo, and it slows down your metabolism, and that's not what we want to happen. Likewise, we start exercising, and we start eating more, and then your body's like, oh, okay, this is what I need to survive, and so it speeds up your metabolism. So things like that are crucial. When you are in a calorie deficit for too long, you not only does it affect your energy, but hormones. It will get your cortisol out of whack, and that again will also have you retain a lot of water. And once you get your hormones out of whack, it is really hard to get everything back in control. So it's good if you can do this the right way the first time. That way you don't have to go through any of this stuff later on. Like, you're good to go. You do it in a safe way, and you continue to see results. You don't plateau, and everything's good. And that's why it's important to have a coach that knows what they're doing versus just searching on the internet and going off of what you're Googling. So what can you do? Obviously every body is different and every body is going to respond differently. If you do have to go down to a lower number of calories in order to see results, then you can do that for a few weeks, but you need to give your body a break after that. And then you're going to bump up to what we call maintenance level of calories. At that maintenance level, if you do it correctly, you don't gain weight, you don't lose weight. You just stay at that number. You're just eating more food. What I like to do, and we will go into more detail with this later for any of you that actually need this done, it's called a reverse diet. And if I see that someone is eating too low of a number of calories, before I ever take them down lower, we reverse diet. Or if someone's been with me for several months and I know it's time to reverse diet, I will add 50 to 100 calories every day and see how their body responds. If they don't gain weight, then the next week we add another 50 to 100 calories, and you will be amazed at how high you can actually get yourself, especially if you are lifting weights and working out. I took a girl who was eating 1,600 calories, and I was preaching this at her build, how much she exercises, her height. I knew she needed to be eating more, but it was trying to talk her into it. So I finally got her to trust me, and now she's eating 2,500 calories at maintenance level. She's not gained a pound. She is thriving. We are doing this for 6 to 8 weeks, and then we're going to cut her back down. So she found herself in a plateau. Once I knew, when she told me how much she was eating and I knew how much she was exercising, I immediately knew what needed to happen, but I had to build that trust with her. So that's a great thing that you can do is, okay, you're going to diet for a little bit, and then you're going to give your body a break for, it really depends on the person. Some people could do well at 4 weeks. Some people need longer. Some people need 12 weeks of maintenance level calories, especially if they've done some damage with their hormones. And then you cut back down for 4 to 6 weeks, and then you repeat that cycle. And that helps you know that you are doing what's best for your body, and that you are giving it a break, you are giving your body more calories, and that you are setting yourself up for success later. Let's see. I already talked about that. Well, I guess that was really it. Was how to do the reverse diet. So if this sounds like you or anything you've experienced in your past and you want to talk more about it, then reach out to me and we can schedule a Zoom or chit chat on Messenger or whatever, and talk about what you did then, and make sure that you don't do that again. Like, we set you up for success. So, okay, thank you so much.